40 years ago, my family started a restoration business on their own. They turned cars like this into cars like that. But due to financial issues, they were forced to shut the doors 10 years ago. And I'm here to bring the family business back to life. I will be restoring cars that were left to rot in fields, barns, and wherever. But in order to do that, we gotta find the parts to bring these cars back to former glory. Will I be able to do it, or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find it. Welcome back everyone to a brand new episode of the family business. We got $15,000 put into the Impala and we're ready for paint. So my plan is to take the square body at the garage to make room. I did order a tailgate and a bumper for it, but it's pretty far away, so it's going to be about a week before we get it. And the second gen, I can't find a turbo around here. I get this car listed at $35,000. I got two offers at 30, but it's pretty low for what I want for the car. But we got everything ready on this car. We got the primer. We got all new bumpers we found. We got new interior. We did everything we could and all original parts for the most part. But the body work was crazy. We had so much to do, but we got it looking good. But I'm at the point now, we need a tow truck of our own. So I got this truck in the back and I was thinking, you know what, we can make a nice car carrier for it. So I'm going to put it over in the garage and we're going to start working on it. So I'm going to be painting the body a nice baby blue color, and the roof and other parts is going to be a daisy white. I think it will be the best look for this car. Drum roll please. It's time for the moment of truth. This car right here, we put a lot of money into, a lot of time, but it looks amazing. I would actually keep this car for myself, but we kind of need money. So I just finished taking a couple pictures of the car for our website, but I got a text from a local farmer. He has an old truck in his yard he wants us to come look at. It's been there for 40 years. It's probably not in good shape, but I like to try to bring any car I can back to life. So we're going to go up and take a look. But we're going to have to go borrow my buddy's truck because ours is just not ready yet. So I ended up paying $550 for this truck. I know it's probably way too much. This truck's seen better days, but I got a good vision I want to do with this truck. And I think I can do it. It needs a lot of body work. It looks like it probably needs a new frame, but I think I can bring it back to life. Whenever I drive by somebody's house, I always gotta look around the property to see if I can see any old cars or parts, because we gotta get this business up and running. And a lot of these cars we got, there's a lot of parts around this area for these cars. Anyway, this truck is not gonna be my main priority right now. We got too many projects on the go, so I'm gonna hook a chain up to it and we're gonna haul it off the truck. And we're just gonna put it in the back for now. I think right here should be fine for this truck. I'm hoping to get it started very soon. There's just too much work for it. I'm gonna have to look for a frame. Now I don't know if the motor is gone, but I'm going to say it is. Well boys, it's been a few days, but we got this truck put back together. We ended up getting the tailgate and the bumper about 2 days ago, and ever since then been doing body work, and we got it primed. I think I'm gonna paint it red. I think that would be the... What is that? No, seriously, what is that? I'm hoping he wants to restore this truck back to what it looked like before. So I'm going to go talk to the owner and hopefully we can work something out. So after talking to the owner, I found out he just bought this truck off a younger guy. It do look nice, but that's not the look he was going for. So we're going to be restoring it back to what it looked like before. So we're going to go inside and make an ad on Marketplace and see if we can get the parts needed to bring this truck back to original. Now we wait and see. Now I also looked at a couple other websites. There is parts, but it's kind of far away. So I'm going to see if I can get it local first, and hopefully we can. So it's been a few hours and we got this truck done. I'm going to put it outside. It should be dry enough to not mess up the paint, I'm hoping. But I'm going to be putting the other truck in the garage. I did get a couple leads on parts that I need for that truck, so we're going to message them back and hopefully we can get them as soon as possible, because that's going to give us some good money. So I ended up messaging the guy back, and he actually owns a local scrap yard. He said he had the parts and I need them pretty bad, so I'm going to give him a bit extra because we gotta get this project started, and we almost got our car carrier done. We got a couple more things to do, then we're gonna paint it. It's been a busy week for us at this shop. We finally got this truck almost done. I put 8,000 in so far. The only thing left to do, we need to put new seats in, and we're gonna refinish the back of the truck. He wants a nice oak finish, and I think we killed it with the color combination. We went with a nice blue and white roof and accents, and we got the white wall tires. It just looks amazing. It don't even look like the same truck. And we got our tow truck. Well, not really a tow truck, it's a car carrier, but we got a nice two-tone. We got our logo on it, classic garage. I think that's the perfect name for this company, but I think it turned out amazing. And you might be wondering, why is the Impala on the back? Well, we got it sold, so we're going to be dropping that off. Okay, I'm pulling up to the property now, and I can't wait to get the money. We're actually going to be making a nice bit off this car. Now, I put a lot of money into it. We put over 15,000 in, but we're still going to make a good profit off it. So I end up making $21,000 off this car, and that is a good profit. So we got a lot of money now to put back into other projects. But I got an email from someone. He got a bunch of old parts on his property, so we're gonna head on over there now and check it out. Hopefully I don't get stuck out in this field, but I can see the parts he's talking about. It looks like there's a frame. I don't know the shape, but there is a rear axle on it, so that might come in handy. But there is a nice few parts. Okay, so we got the frame, we got an axle, and we got another rear axle, so we got two. So I don't know if the one on the frame is actually no good anymore, and he bought a new one. But we got a transmission. It looks like a 4-speed, which I know where I can use that. We got a Mustang we're going to be doing soon, and we got a motor. I don't know if it runs. I'm going to ask him, but even if it don't, there's definitely some good parts on it. So I'm going to run up and see what he wants for everything here. So I ended up paying $1,200, which is a steal of a deal. We got so many good parts. The parts alone is worth way more than that. The frame, the steel, like we can get some serious money for the stuff, even if we didn't want to use it. But I'm going to strap everything down. We got a long journey and the road is pretty rough. Like there's a lot of bumps. Wait a minute. Did I just see what I thought I seen? Okay, we're gonna have to check this out. I don't think he minds if I go down and have a little look. Okay, yeah, I did see it. There's a car over in that shed. It looks to be in all right shape. I'm gonna head over and have a look, and hopefully he don't get mad. I mean, it's in good shape. Let's see if we got the motor, and it do. So we got something to work off. It's a J10. So yeah, interior is nice. Like, I don't see anything really wrong with it. I'm going to shut the door before he comes out and gets mad. And we'll put the hood down. But it looks to be a 1970-ish. So we're going to go over and knock on his door and see if he's going to sell it. So I ended up paying $11,000 for this truck. And I think it was a pretty good deal. He wanted $15,000. We went back and forth for probably 20 minutes because that was just way too much. But we're going to pick that up later. We're going to drop these parts off, and I got a text from the dealer. They got a turbo in, so I'm going to go over and pick that up after we get everything offloaded. Now, this is probably not the best way to take the frame off, but this is the only way I got here to actually do it. Let's just take our time. Okay, we go under. We'll just put it over in a nice spot where we won't forget about it in a bush. So I finally got this truck done. We got the bed finished with the oak and we got the new seat put in. The owner's actually coming by to pick it up and we were actually under budget. We had a budget of 20,000 and we ended up doing this for 18. Okay, that's another car out of the door. We got our money. So I'm going to go pick up our 1970, I think 7 Jeep J10 and we're going to bring that to the shop and we're going to try to work on that. I got big plans for that. I think I'm going to cut the frame. Now hear me out, it's going to look good. I'm going to cut the frame and put a smaller bed on it. So I'm going to leave this truck here for now because I got another project I want to start first. But this one here I think will be an easy flip for us because it looks like it was redone probably 15 years ago. Okay, I tried to start it but there's no motor in it. I should have known. We'll push it to the garage. Ugh. Ugh. You think I would have used a skid steer? It would have been a lot easier. So I'm gonna head over and pick up the turbo, and I actually found a welder on Marketplace for a good price and it's not in bad shape, so we're gonna grab that too. So I just took the old turbo out and we're gonna put the newer one in. It looks like it was rebuilt at some point. It's not brand new. I finally got that done. It took me a little bit longer because one of the bolts wouldn't line up, so I had to cut it off, but it should be good enough. So I'm not going to be putting any more money into this truck, so we're going to be bringing it to a busy road and just putting a for sale sign on it, and hopefully we can sell it. Well, I think right here is a good spot. We should be able to sell this truck very soon, but there's one problem. I drove here, so now I gotta walk back to the shop. I didn't tell anyone I actually needed a ride, but this is going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.